left us with.
Order. Moana Mackie.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, that was an intriguing speech from a woman who has a Twitter account that 99% of people assume is a parody because it is so bizarre and so random. And I take offence at her lecturing Matiria Ture about the merits of women after she tweeted last week, "What a vile, vulgar, ugly speech Matiria Ture gave, just like her jacket." Just like her jacket. How is that being a role model for women in this House, where apparently the jacket that a woman wears is more important than the substance of the speeches that she gives in this House? And I want to inform the New Zealand public, it ain't a parody account. It's real. That's how scary it is. She actually believes those things that she's saying on that account. And I think that Ms Collins is on wafer thin ice when she lectures anyone on this side of the House around the merits of women and respecting the role of women in Parliament. And it's been interesting to see the focus of the National Party, because one of the issues we want to talk about on this side of the House is power prices. It's about the fact that in 1 year, disconnections jumped by 10,000, and Minister Simon Bridges, the Minister of Energy, said, "There's no problem. Nothing to see here. That's okay." Power prices have continued to increase at double the rate of inflation despite flattening demand, despite a surplus of supply, despite a collapsed carbon price. And Minister Bridges says, that's okay, it's all fine, nothing to see here. And it's unfortunate that it's been left to Minister Simon Bridges to deal with this issue, because he is the Justin Bieber of the National Party cabinet. He doesn't take these issues seriously, because what he's been saying consistently is power prices aren't too high. So we've said to him, well then, what would be too high? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Well, that's not an appropriate answer from a Minister of Energy that has overseen a jump in disconnections in 10,000 people who cannot have power connected over winter because they cannot afford to pay the power bills, and a national government that has no plan to do anything about that. And I suspect that the real answer to that question for Minister Bridges is what power price would be too high is when he can't afford to pay the power bill. When the massive tax cut that he gave himself is no longer enough to cover the power bill. That will be when the National Party thinks power prices are too high, when they can't afford them. But the unfortunate reality out there for most punters is that as winter kicks in and as power prices land in the letterboxes, they are stressing family budgets, and this National Party is saying there is no problem, there is nothing to see here, please look the other way, because that's certainly what we are doing. And one of the most extraordinary statements from Minister Bridges was, well, we just haven't given the Bradford reforms enough time to bed in. Well, given that he wasn't even born when they first came in, I don't know how long he needs to show that they have utterly and completely failed to deliver the competition and the price reductions that were promised at that time. Because they have failed. They have not worked. They don't need time to bed in. They need to be reformed. They need to be changed. Tinkering won't help, and a Labour government is the only government that is going to be prepared to do that. Now, Minister Bridges' answer to all this is always, we had this fantastic What's My Number campaign. And so the fact that people are able to switch power companies and go on and find out all the different options proves that there's competition. Well, one, if there is such great competition in the market, why do we need to throw millions of dollars at a What's My Number campaign in order to improve competition? But more importantly, what does that program do for the poorest families in this country? Nothing. And you know why, Mr. Speaker? Because the families that I'm dealing with every single day at home who can't pay their power bills are lucky if they can find one power company to pick them up, regardless. The idea that they could have a choice of power company. Well, Anne Tolley, who's moved from Gisborne to Ahopie Beach, and so is hardly ever there now, and doesn't realise, perhaps, just how hard people are doing it in Gisborne, that the local fire service are telling me they're seeing an increase in house fires because of people using little gas stoves and candles to light their homes and to cook on. Maybe she needs to spend a little bit more time in Gisborne to get some idea of how hard people are doing it there. Because the reality is, most families in that position can't find one power company to take them on. So when they hear the National Party and Anne Tolley lecturing them and saying, well, just change power companies, you have a choice, they realise just how out of touch this national government is. Those programs do not help the poorest families. And Simon Bridges, the Minister, does not care about those families, neither does this government. That's why the Labour Greens NZ Power policy is the only policy that is going to deliver for the poorest families in New Zealand.
Honourable Dr. Jonathan Coleman.